Hey everybody, I'm Belinda Sandor, also known as Rocket Girl. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome to the Rocket Girl Show. I'm Belinda Sandor and I'm glad you're here. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, I am the founder of the VA Connection, where I coach and mentor established and aspiring virtual assistants to create, grow, and scale their VA businesses. And I work with my students in my online community, my courses, and my coaching programs. And today I'm going to be your host for the Rocket Girl Show. It's a weekly show that airs every Thursday at 11:30 Eastern. And I do my best to pack each episode of this with like information that you can really use in the moment and get yourself to the next level. So I'd love to hear where you're coming in from. So come on in. I see you guys popping up. We are streaming everywhere, all the places, as they say, right? We're on LinkedIn. We are all over Facebook right now. We are on Twitter and we are on YouTube. If you're watching from YouTube, please subscribe to our channel, ring the bell, because we have tons of free, valuable training every single week. And I don't want you to miss that. Okay. So tell me, all right. So we've got Kathy, hello, and Yvonne is here. Dana, and I see a bunch of others that are not commenting. So let me know where you're coming in from, okay? Good. So, all right. Today we're going to talk about this whole concept of time is not the issue, all right? And what I mean by that is, I have had conversations with my students, and sometimes they'll say, it hasn't been that long. It's only been 6 months. Maybe, it's just going to take time. And the thing is that the first time I heard that, I thought, wait a minute, it's like I was agreeing with her and we're having the conversation. And then I thought, no, time is not the problem, right? Time is not the problem. Now, yes, you do need to take care of some things that might take time, but you don't get clients by patiently waiting for them. Okay. So if you're patiently waiting for them, you're not going to get there. The other thing is that you're not going to get clients by taking advice you've heard on the internet, like being really active on social media, right? Or cold calling, or that you need a niche, or that you have to know your ideal client. You don't have to know any of that. And it's a roadblock all the time for people, because they'll sit there for days and think, I don't have a niche. I don't know what skills, all the things, and not just get out there and spread the word. And that is because here's the thing. How can you know who your ideal client is when you've never had one? That's fiction, right? And I've done that. I've read the business books, all the things. And I remember when I started my business, I decided, that I needed a niche. I had an ideal client, all of these things. And then I realized as my business was unfolding, as I was getting out there, as I was working with people, that none of my assumptions were true. Right. And so I'm running around looking for people who are doing startups. I don't know anyone who has a startup. I think it'd be really cool to work with startups. I've completely made that up. I've never worked with startups. And instead of working with the people who are standing in front of me who want help, I'm looking for startups. So do you see how that can really get you off track? I'd love to hear in the comments, how you can see that writing, these fictitious things are going to help you. Now, it does take time to get your business set up, your website, your EIN, your business bank account, all of that. But I want you to do those things while you're getting clients, right? While you're getting clients. And I know that this can be very uncomfortable for some of us, right? Because you want everything to be perfect before you tell everyone. But I got to tell you, that's going to take a really long time. And if you want to quit your job, or you want to bring in $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000 or more a month, you have to get into action, right? There's no way around it. So I'm going to tell you 3 simple, not easy, 3 simple ways that you can get into action. And these are the most direct route you can take. Okay. So let's dive into that. All right. So the first thing is you need to spread the word. You need to tell everyone you know about your business. Do not try to figure out who's going to hire you. prospecting is not going to do it, right? Prospecting is not going to do it. I want you to tell your friends, your family, your past coworkers, your babysitter. I'm not kidding. So let me give you some scenarios, okay, for how you can do this. Now, let's say you go to church, okay, and you're walking out of the church, and the priest, the pastor, the rabbi, whoever is at the door, and the congregation is walking out, and he's greeting everyone, and he says, "How are you?" And you say, "I'm great. I just launched a new business, and I couldn't be more excited." Now, he's either going to ask you about it or not. And if he asks you, you can tell him, right? And we know how to talk about our business in a clear, simple way. And if you don't, I will teach you. And so that you tell him. The person behind you and the person in front of you is likely hearing it. You're not bragging. You're not selling. You're just really excited, right? I have been hired by my dry cleaner. I have been hired by my daughter's driving school owner by doing just that. Okay, so you want to spread the word. I've told the person at the checkout of the grocery store, they'll say, "How are you?" "I'm so great. I've been working all day on my website. I think it's finally done." No one ever talks to them. They're so happy, that you're talking to them. And are they going to help me get a client? I have no idea. I have no idea who their father is, or their brother, or their best friend. But I practice saying it, right? I practice saying it. I've had people walk over to me when I had on a Kajabi t-shirt. I was shopping for earrings for my wedding. And she said, "Do you know Kajabi?" I'm like, "I do," and we didn't end up working together, but we had a conversation. We had a meeting, right? And a whole other person knows about me. So this is what you really want to do. You want to just spread the word, and not in an icky, salesy, yucky, cold calling way, right? Just make it part of your conversation. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to attend networking events. Okay. So you don't have to leave your house, because there's online networking now, which is like totally cool. We didn't used to have that, right? But you do have to meet new people. You do have to meet new people. Now, right here, let me show this to you. You can download this free guide. It's a 32-page guide, Networking for Introverts. The same stuff applies if you're an extrovert, but definitely download it. It has a color cover, but I didn't print it out. So go over to thevaconnection.com, scroll down, and you'll see there are 4 freebies there. This is one of them. All right. So definitely download this and read it. Everything that I could think of for networking is currently in here. All right. So don't miss out on that free resource. So there are many, many, many places to do networking. You're not going to like all of them. And it doesn't matter. You go, you don't like it, don't go back, right? Some places are just not your people. I have gone to so many networking events before I found the ones that I liked. The places where I made friends, the place where people were hiring me, right? So definitely do that. You can go to alignable.com, thehappyneighborhoodproject.com. Just do a Google search. It's going to take you a minute. It's not like you're going to Google entrepreneurs in my town and it's all going to pop up. You're going to have to lean into it. Okay. Call the library. Ask them, are there networking events here for entrepreneurs? Call the Chamber of Commerce. Can you tell me where there are networking events for entrepreneurs? Because you're an entrepreneur, right? So you're not going looking for looking for an entrepreneur as someone who's trying to get hired. Yes, you want to get hired, but what you're trying to do is really lean into meeting people and spreading the word. Okay. All right. So that's number 2. I'm going to just look at the comments for a minute. All right. So, all right, let's see. I would love to hear if, so someone says, "I'm my own problem. I can't seem to get it going. I have my own EIN and but I can't seem to get started." Yeah. It's not easy, you guys. So someone's saying, "Any suggestions for those of us who have been in business a couple of years to make that announcement?" It's not a new launch, but I would like to make another announcement. So work on, so this is a great question. So if you've been out there for a while and you've been working with clients, you can definitely tell people about it. I mean, networking is the easiest way to meet people. They are there because they want to meet people too. right? That's completely different from walking into a party and everybody's there to socialize. And sometimes you can talk about work and, sometimes it's not appropriate, but you can always try it out. Oh, Yvonne, that's a really great idea. An anniversary announcement. I've been in business for 2 years. I'm celebrating, blah, blah, blah. I've updated my website, whatever it is. That's a really good idea. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And someone says, you read my mind. I've been thinking about this a lot. I know I'm scared, but I'm just going to start spreading the word. You're welcome. Yeah. Because the thing is you can have this perfectly set up business. You can have all the things and you're just sitting alone in your office and nobody knows. And the thing is you do have to tell a lot of people. This is not like tell 5 people or 10 people and you're done. You've got to tell a lot of people and you've got to be a little bold about it, a little bold, not pushy, right? Not pushy. So again, with the whole idea of telling people in conversation, if just don't miss the opportunity when someone says, how's it going, to say fine. We don't say that anymore. What we say is great. And then something great. I just learned how to set up this calendar management thing on my website. And I've been doing it all day. I'm so excited. Now, 2 things are going to happen. They're either going to engage in the conversation or they're not. If they engage in the conversation, talk to them. If they don't, drop it. They don't want to talk about it. Who cares, right? Maybe they'll be thinking about it like calendar, scheduling software. I wonder what that is. They might so it's going to go either way. I have definitely been on the soccer field with my daughter, with the parents next to me, and they ask me, how's it going? And I say something like that. And they look at me like I have 2 heads. That's going to happen. I don't care, right? It's like, I didn't push it. I didn't try to sell them something. I didn't jam it down their throat. They just weren't interested. So I changed the subject. How about those Mets? Whatever. It's not a big deal. And yes, you're going to probably feel not great when that happens, but it's okay. It's okay because you never know what's going to happen. All right. So definitely attend networking events and spread the word. Spread the word. Okay. So we've got a question here from Mary. Is there a way to put it in words to tell everyone? Yeah. So the announcement, there's an announcement. It's in VA school, right? All of the text is there. And if you're not in VA school, you can find it on the blog over at the VA Connection. Type in announcement and there'll be a blog post about that. And I'm sure I shared the exact information that I sent out to everyone. So absolutely. Yes. Yes. Okay, good. All right. And then the third thing is you need to keep in touch with your people. Right now, an email newsletter is a huge way of doing that. I love the email newsletter, and you need to continue to grow your list. So it's not like your list of people. It's not like you write down everyone you've got 20 people and you tell 5 and you're going to have a thriving business. What's really interesting is that I thought about this today. When I had an online business selling baby gifts before I was RocketGirl, and I had an email list of 200 people, and I had told myself that the 200 people on my list would be enough for me to replace my full-time income. I honestly believed that. I was like, oh yeah. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, 200 people all have to have a baby event, right? And spend $60. And then they have to have another one the next month. It just doesn't work. Like the math does not work. So you do have to go and tell people about it. But you don't, like I said, there's no selling, there's no cold calling, none of that. But you do need a way to keep in touch with people. Now, I want to tell you something, okay? So stay with me for a second, because starting on Monday, we're going to have a free 5-day training, and I'm going to go into great detail about all of those things. You're going to learn about how to stay in touch with people. You're going to learn about the email newsletter. You're going to learn about how to talk about your business in a clear, simple way. That is critical. All right. We're going to talk about your services. So on day 1, we're going to talk about services, and you're going to end up choosing services during our time together in your homework. And I'm going to give you a free resource that has, I think it's 14 pages that you can go through to see what are the things that you can start offering right now. All right. So definitely head over to vakickstart.com. It's very exciting. We've got a pop-up Facebook group with almost 1,600 people in it. There is a lot of energy. And there's also resources, right? There's resources, there's videos that are all organized for you over there. There's social media posts that are going to bring you to blog posts that are going to be useful, and all the things. So sign up and join me. One more thing I want you to know about, because this is kind of new, we have mindset sessions every day, Monday through Friday, throughout the entire training at 11 o'clock Eastern. Don't miss these, especially if you're struggling. This is going to help you so much to see what specifically gets in the way when you want to launch your VA business. Okay, good. So I'll see you Monday. Have a great rest of your week. And I'm Belinda Sandor, Rocket Girl, signing off. Bye for now.